Hello, welcome to Pour Folks. I'm Seamus.
I'm Sean.
And today we are going to be mixing our Winchester Double Oaked into some mixed drinks. I went to the Winchester site. Well, I take that back. There is no Winchester Double Oaked site or anything like that. So I believe this is it might even be just a total wine offering, but I'm not sure. I couldn't find anything. So I'm borrowing a couple of double oaked recipes for cocktails from other sites. One is Jim Beam, and of course the other two are Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. So we're going to see how that matches up with those drinks, and maybe in the future we can see how it stacks up against Woodford Double Oaked, and maybe even Jim Beam Double Oaked.
Oh.
But anyway, for this we're doing Winchester Double Oaked with these recipes. So our first one here is a Double Oaked Whiskey Smash. It calls for half a lemon, tablespoon of sugar, and 5 or 6 sprigs of mint in the shaker. You muddle it, add the whiskey, and then shake it up and pour it into a glass and add crushed ice and garnish with cement. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. You ready?
Sure.
All right. Let's get started. Oh, first things first, we are going to taste the Winchester just to see if we're still getting the same flavor we had when we tried it before. I'm not getting this. We've done the Woodford Double Oaked, and that was much more potent and powerful, sweet, strong oak. This is just, to me, is in line with
sort of your average bourbon.
Normal bourbon, yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is really oaky.
Yeah, there's a bit of a deeper taste there.
Deeper in the oak, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not bad at all, though. I mean, it's a regular bourbon with a little bit of extra oak, yeah.
Right.
Let's get to making this whiskey smash. Start with a lemon. Cut it. Add it to our shaker. Then we get a tablespoon of sugar. I'm doing 2 bar spoons full. That should be pretty close. And then our mint. Some leaves of mint. So there's about 5 or 6 of those. So there's 6 of those. Whew, that smells good. I don't know how you're supposed to muddle this, but it's a little bit of a challenge with the whole lemon, but hey, I'm just mixing it in. Did you have the same trouble when you're making this smash? No?
I didn't do it in the shaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, I got it pretty juicy there. Get the mint off. I want to keep the mint. Alright, let's keep the mint in there. Alright. Alright, so now we need the Winchester. 2 ounces of the Winchester. Double oaked. Alright. Get that in the shaker. Hey, it's nice and quiet.
There's no ice in it.
Boy, it created some pressure.
Oh no.
Something.
Oh god.
It's leaking all over the place. Okay, let's see how this. Oh my gosh. It doesn't look like a lot. But hey. Have the crushed ice. Couple of mint sprigs, and there is our Double Oak Whiskey Smash. We have our Double Oak Whiskey Smash. Again, this original recipe called for Jim Beam Double Oaked, but we're going to use the Winchester here. So this is it. It's got a little bit of mint, lemon, and sugar, and see how it compares, especially to yours back in the day.
Right.
This tastes like lemon juice to me.
It just tastes like bourbon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I put too much in that.
Possibly. There's a bit of a twang to it with the lemon.
I'm getting the lemon. I don't get a lot of mint flavor.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of sweetness probably from the sugar there. Tastes like a lemonade almost to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it's a spiked lemonade.
Right.
There's some bourbon. Anybody didn't mix it up good. Should mix it up good. Put it in the here. Anyway, okay. I'm not sure how it holds up to your smash that you made.
Yeah. I made a whiskey smash with my friend Austin. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet.
We'll put it in, it'll be linked in the end.
There you go. And I think I used way less bourbon.
Okay.
I think I didn't even use an ounce.
Oh, really?
I think that was the issue. Yeah. I just had the measuring off. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I'm not wowed by this, based on especially the other two bourbons that we've mixed drinks with.
Right.
This isn't anything like, oh man, this is so much better, or even, to me, it's not even close to anything we've had yet.
Right.
It's below it.
Yeah.
So, not too impressed.
I would definitely take this with maybe 1 shot or 1 ounce.
Oh, really?
instead.
It's too much whiskey, you think?
For me, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, the lemon isn't coming
Wow.
out as much as the.
To me, I'm not
bourbon.
getting enough whiskey flavor. All I'm getting is like a lemon. It just tastes like lemonade to me.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like a watered down lemonade, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, there's the double oak whiskey smash. Coming up next, we'll see what that is. Okay, so our second drink here is the Brulade Orange Old Fashioned, which seems simple on the top of it, but it's got some crazy stuff. Why anybody makes mixed drinks like this, I don't know. Anyway, it calls for 2 ounces of double oaked whiskey. Then we have a ½ ounce of syrup. This is, generic syrup here. Not grade A dark, but that's what we're using. Angostura bitters, 2 dashes, and then an orange slice with granulated sugar, and you heat the sugar onto the orange slice. That's the brulee part. If you know how they make a creme brulee, they make
put the
it and
sugar
then
on
they
top, yeah.
and then they caramelize it basically
okay.
on top, right? Okay, so this gets mixed in the glass, so we're gonna just do that. Okay, let's just get to going. We'll add the whiskey first because it seems like the easiest thing to start with.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mix it over here. There's 1. There's 2 ounces of whiskey. All right, I'll put that off to the side. Do 2 Angostura bitters. 1, 2. Syrup, ½ an ounce. So we're just gonna do. Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh man.
½ ounce of syrup is a lot. Anyway. All right. Now the fun part. I've got my orange. Gonna have it. Hey, look at that. The magical TV. Take a little bit of sugar. Whatever.
Good amount of sugar.
A good amount of sugar. And then, all right. That's brulee. That's like this is a cigar lighter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. All right.
We have the ice.
All right. A couple of ice cubes. That looks good.
Be careful.
All right. A little hot, right? A little.
Scalding sugar is probably not good
Right.
for the skin.
And so there we go.
Yeah.
There's our Brulade Orange Old Fashioned. Quite a task. So we have our Brulade Orange Old Fashioned. And this is it. Again, Winchester, orange slice, Angostura bitters, a little bit of sugar, cooked in there over ice, mixed up. Oh, and the maple syrup.
Yeah.
Forgot my maple syrup. Old Pearl Milling Company.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't go there.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the Brulade Old fashioned. Orange old fashioned. It just tastes like whiskey. I don't know. Maybe orange bitters might be better than Angostura. Maybe they want orange. This tastes like a shot of whiskey to me.
Yeah.
I'm not picking up any other flavor. Maybe it's, this is pretty weak maple syrup. Maybe just table syrup. It's not like grade A, great tasting syrup. So anyway, that's the way this one turned out.
That's too bad.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to see a pattern here though with the base.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's true.
On our third drink is our double oaked French Manhattan, which is the double oaked whiskey with Chambord right here, and Angostura bitters, and then a cherry. They are mixed into a glass and then poured into a chilled coupe. But we don't have coupes, unfortunately. We do have martini short glasses, so we're going to use that today. Coupes are in the budget, but we haven't quite got it. Okay, I'll get the mix in. So we have 1.5 ounces of our double oaked. So we'll have, there's 1 ounce and about 1/2 ounce right there. Oops, I'll put that off to the side. Chambord, oops, just opening that. 1/2 ounce of this. This is like a berry, kind of blackberry, I think, or blueberry. I'm not sure. Some kind of berry. Angostura bitters. How many dashes? 1 dash. Oop. Tink. Be careful with your dashes.
It's a black raspberry.
Black raspberry. Okay. I knew it was in the berry family.
Yes.
Add some ice. Just stir it up. Alrighty. Alright. Pour it into our chilled glass. See, a coupe would be a little bit smaller, so it would definitely
Look a little more normal.
house that a little bit better. See if we can stab a cherry here. Oh boy. Come to edit this. And a cherry. Alright, so there is our double oak French Manhattan in our martini glass.
Right.
Alright, there you go. Okay, so here we have our double oak French Manhattan in our martini glasses. Someday we'll have coupes, but anyway, let's give this a try. Again, a little bit different than the whiskey, but still very whiskey forward.
Okay.
Ton of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way all these have been. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the ingredients. Maybe it's the double oak. It just really overpowers. I'm not sure. Anyway, not bad. I've never had a Manhattan. I don't think.
Okay.
At least not that I can remember.
Right.
So I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
Okay.
Your thoughts?
For me, this is the one that's the most balanced
Okay.
so far.
It's my favorite out of the three so far, for sure. I mean, we're going to try them side by side here, but
Right.
But yeah, for sure, it's the best tasting one because it's got a little bit more sweetness. Like I said, a little bit more complex. I'm getting other flavors besides the whiskey.
Right.
Just a lot of whiskey, though.
Okay.
I get very whiskey forward, but I am getting the flavor of the raspberry Chambord
For sure.
and the Angostura, probably. A little bit of, what did I say that was? Cloves.
Cloves.
Cloves, yeah. It's delicious. It's actually really good. So, okay. So, there is our double oaked French Manhattan. See how they compare together. All right, so we have our 3 drinks. We're going to taste them each again. See which one we like best. I think we've kind of discussed that already a little bit, but let's see what that is really side by side and see what we think. I'm going to start with the sour mash. Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, to me, it tastes like lemonade with a little bit of whiskey in it. I don't get an overly whiskey flavor from it at all.
Okay.
That's interesting because I said that earlier that I thought they all had whiskey forward. Not this one.
Okay.
Very lemon.
Yeah. For me, they're whiskey forward for the most part.
Okay.
This one should be my favorite because it's lighter than what I believe is my favorite.
Right.
Which I prefer. I prefer lighter
Right.
drinks when they're mixed.
Okay.
Like a screwdriver or
Right.
something.
Okay.
But yeah, for this one, the bourbon is so forward for me
Okay.
that I kind of lose the sort of lemonade.
Okay.
I love lemonade.
Okay.
So
maybe it was the way it was mixed too. I mean, it can come down to
like I
how
said,
it's made.
like I said earlier, maybe 1 shot or 1 ounce rather than 2.
Right.
I think that would have done it for me.
All right. Let's go with the middle one now. Let's taste it and then talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Okay. So originally it called for Angostura bitters. We added orange bitter to it. Improved it, I think, like 100%.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't getting any taste of the orange at all
Yeah.
from that drink. This was what was this called? The double oaked orange old fashioned. Right? Or the brulee.
Brulee,
orange.
that's right.
Orange. And so I wasn't getting any orange whatsoever until we did the orange bitter. So I wouldn't necessarily do Angostura bitters. I would do orange bitters in this drink and let it be at that. I don't think it needs the Angostura because it didn't add anything to it. To me, the orange bitter added the orange flavor to it and really kind of brought it out. So, and actually, the orange bitter upped this one for me.
Yeah.
Because before I just thought it was like just whiskey. Just tastes like a shot of whiskey, almost neat, or in a glass, or on ice,
Yeah.
on the rocks, right? So, and the final one, the double oaked French Manhattan. Yeah, to me that's the best.
Yeah.
Just more variety of flavor.
Yeah.
It's got a little whiskey in it, but it's not the only flavor.
Right.
With the orange bitter, this one's kind of close,
Right.
but still not quite as complex. This one is just lemonade. For me, I know you said it was whiskey for you, but
Right.
and no lemon.
Yeah. So if it was just lemonade for me, it would be my favorite.
Right.
For me, this one, like you said, variety of
Okay.
sort of that the tastes.
Right.
It's a little heavier than I prefer, but
Okay.
the variety is there.
Okay.
So I don't know. The bourbon really sets in with
Right.
that Chambord.
Chambord,
whatever,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. And kind of like what we were saying before, we were saying like hot summer day maybe, maybe in the middle, and then on a cooler evening maybe, after dinner.
Yeah.
Not so much in the middle of the day, but with regard to refreshingness of it,
yeah.
Excuse me. But flavor-wise, by far, this one is the best. Yeah. All right. So there's our final of the mixed drinks with our dessert whiskeys that we went through. Good way to use these up because we weren't really big fans of the whiskey by themselves. It's not necessarily something we'd go and pour neat
No.
all the time, but nice to have maybe a variety. Using it in a cocktail, I would make this with that. Is what I would do. I wouldn't make these necessarily again. I would make this, and maybe we get some coupe glasses.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
My favorite. All right, Shalanta, to your health. Like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.